Okey, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, sementara itu kita akan menunggu para pelajar untuk sertai kita pada pagi ini. Untuk menjawab soalan Puan Nur Razah, hari ini kita hanya akan ada pelibatan daripada Kolej Matrikulasi Kejuruteraan Johor sahaja. Cik Mahadi Sibon dan juga Dr. Ridha akan join kita shortly, and yes, at the moment kita tunggu few more minutes untuk allow students to join us for today. Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Puan Nur Razah, apa khabar? Boleh dengar?
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi. Dengar.
Okay, jadi terima kasihlah sebab sudi untuk sama-sama dengan kami di Universiti Melayu pagi ini. Jadi saya juga ucapkan selamat datang kepada pelajar-pelajar Kolej Matrikulasi Teknikal Johor. Ni favorite kolej kami ni. Kami tiap-tiap tahun kalau boleh tak miss lah pergi ke sana, bawa kawan-kawan daripada Fakulti Kejuruteraan untuk berjumpa dengan adik-adik kat sana. Kebetulan lah tahun ni kita tak dapat ke sana. Jadi kami cubalah juga untuk reach out ataupun bersama-sama dengan adik-adik. Jadi dalam sesi kita hari ini kita ada wakil daripada Fakulti Kejuruteraan, Dr. Ridha. Jadi dia akan ada bersama-sama kita selepas sesi pengenalan daripada pihak MRC ni. Jadi sebenarnya ini peluang lah untuk kita untuk berinteraksi sebab kita tak dapat nak ke sana. Jadi kita kalau boleh kita nak cuba bantu untuk link the information to provide as much information as possible, especially to the students lah at Kolej Matrikulasi Teknikal Johor tentang peluang-peluang pengajian dalam bidang teknikal, terutamanya kejuruteraan di Universiti Melayu. Mungkin kalau cikgu ada apa-apa komen pembuka sebelum kita mulakan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya nampak peserta baru 19 orang kan. Jadi pagi-pagi ni dekat sini hujan, Cik Mahadi. Cik Mahadi betul ya?
Ya.
Risau, saya berada di Johor Baru. Anak-anak semua tu dekat Pontian. Takut ada yang tertidur. Okay, tak apa, saya dah bagi arahan kepada mereka. InsyaAllah kita boleh tunggu lagi, dan kami daripada Wakil Kolej Matrikulasi Kejuruteraan Johor mengucapkan terima kasih lah kerana sudi invite kami, dan kita ada program sharing macam ni walaupun macam terawal, tapi Alhamdulillah lah sebab pelajar kita akan periksa pada 6 bulan 1 nanti. So perkara hari ini mungkin dapat bagi ruang untuk dia berfikirlah ke mana mereka akan pergi hari 7 lepas ni. So terima kasih kepada pihak UM kerana sudi menjemput kami sekali lagi. So kami adakan untuk ucapan hari ini.
Terima kasih kepada Puan Nur Razah. Mungkin Dr. Ridha ada nak perkenalkan diri dulu sebab nanti saya akan ambil masa dalam 25 minit lah just untuk bagi introduction of the general program di Universiti Melayu sebelum saya serahkan kepada Dr. Ridha untuk terangkan tentang program engineering. Tapi mungkin kalau Dr. Ridha boleh perkenalkan ataupun boleh greet adik-adik kita ni.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat pagi kepada pihak MRC, cikgu dan pelajar-pelajar sekalian. Okey, nama saya Muhammad Ridha bin Muhammad. Okey, saya pensyarah di Jabatan Kejuruteraan Mekanik Fakulti Kejuruteraan Universiti Melayu. Okey, pagi ni selamat datang saya ucapkan kepada semua, dan hari ini saya akan terangkanlah mengenai program-program di Fakulti Kejuruteraan secara amnya, apa program yang kita ada dan kandungan-kandungan pembelajaran yang program yang kita buat di fakulti, aktiviti pelajar dan pensyarah-pensyarah kita, dan macam mana kita susun kita punya pembelajaran dari segi teknikal dan dari segi aspek soft skill untuk melahirkan mahasiswa-mahasiswi yang cemerlang, yang mempunyai tahap antarabangsa. Okey.
Nampak dengar tu. Kalau saya pun dah meremang bulu Roma ni bila dengar tadi punya aura dia tu. But adik-adik dan Puan Noza juga, just untuk clarify, nanti Dr. Rida akan share the status ataupun the reputation of the engineering program di Universiti Malaya ni memang tak boleh nak kita, we cannot doubt anymore lah. They are the top among not only in the region tapi in the world. Nanti there will be some sharing on that specific part, just to ensure the students are aware. We are talking about the different quality altogether here. We have so many engineering programs in Malaysia, so many universities offering the program, but we have our own strength, and in Universiti Malaya, of course, we have the reason, and Dr. Rida will explain to you why the pembelajaran make it a very big difference in terms of the reputation. Okay. Jadi izinkan saya untuk saya share sedikit pengenalan tentang program-program lain di Universiti Malaya sebelum saya serah kepada Dr. Rida. I will take around 20 minutes to do so, and this is just to give an input in terms of what opportunity that we have, and kita kata kepelbagaian program di Universiti Malaya. Dan mungkin kepada adik-adik yang tak pernah dengar tentang Universiti Malaya, this is a good chance for you to also get to know us lah. Okay, saya akan mulakan sharing ya.
Okay.
Boleh nampak kan? Boleh nampak tak?
Boleh. Nampak.
Terima kasih. Jadi this is our standard, our normal opening in any event that we promote to the students. We love to have these numbers on our head because numbers are very important for us. Numbers are also what we say, that kalau dalam belajar pun, kalau kita di Kolej Matrik ni kan, kita mesti ada goals kan, target. So this is the goal. So we know how we rank ourselves, how we rate ourselves. Some of them are ranking, some of them are rating. So you can see QS Setara is a rating. If you are in the 5 or 6 star, then you are in that rating. The numbers are the position that you are in. Of course, our aim, we want to be the top 50 in the world. And saya yakin dan we are very confident, adik-adik KMTK Johor ni, KMJ ni, one day if you are able to come and join us, insyaAllah by that time when you graduate, you will be among the graduates of the top 50 university in the world. Right now we are ranked number 59, so that's why we put ourselves top 60 in the world. So next year, hopefully, because it's an ongoing effort, kita aim untuk top 50 over the next 2 years. Jadi kalau kita boleh dapat top 50, then we will be okay. And then we are currently the top 9 in the world. I think there's a slight error there in the Asia ranking. We are top 9 in Asia. And then this is a brief history of UM. You can see from the very beginning, it's a very long history. That's why kalau student selalu ditanya, atau selalu student tanya kami, kenapa duk guna Malaya? Does it not sound colonial? Actually, the university exists even before the Federation of Malaysia. So that's why we retain the name. 1905, 1928, 1949. At that time, Malaysia is not there as a name. So that's why we retain the pre-colonial name to retain the national history. Untuk kekalkan kita kata sejarah negara kita wujud sebelum wujudnya Persekutuan Malaysia. Jadi itulah nama Universiti Malaya tu. Dan sebagai pengetahuan pada adik-adik juga, Universiti Malaya memulai tahun 2021, kita tidak akan ada lagi logo atau nama selain daripada Universiti Malaya. So dia tak ada lagi University of Malaya or the other translation. So that will be the only name that we're going to use locally and abroad. Bila kita keluar negara pun kita akan gunakan nama Universiti Malaya. Dia tidak ada lagi University of Malaya or any translation of the University Malaya. This is the only name that we're going to use, and this is the only name that we're going to be known as from 2021 onwards. Sebagai latar belakang juga, kita ada 13 fakulti, kita ada 2 akademi, kita ada 3 pusat dan 3 institut. so many different academic PTJ. And then we have, as I think I will explain a bit later, universiti ini berfokuskan penyelidikan. Universiti yang menawarkan pelbagai program tetapi berfokuskan penyelidikan. Sebab itu kita ada lebih 50 pusat penyelidikan. Kita ada 4 kluster penyelidikan utama dan kita ada 1 universiti swasta dan kita ada 1 pusat pengajian berterusan. Pelajar, jumlah pelajar of course setiap tahun dia akan berubah bergantung pada jumlah pelajar yang graduate dan sebagainya, but on average right now we have around 26,000 and the division between the 2 undergraduate and postgraduate is around 16,000, so slightly more undergraduate and then slightly less postgraduate. And from that figure, that 26,000, we have around 3,500 to 4,000 international students from 90 countries. And what do they do here in UM? They do that 200 academic programs. Kita ada 200 program akademik. Kalau di Kolej Matrik Johor tu mungkin kita ada 3 aliran ataupun 3 modul kan, atau 4 modul. Tapi kalau kat sini kita ada 200 academic program. Ini sama, okay, these are some of the facts. So kalau di sini mungkin beberapa ranking lah, kita boleh tengok kat sini THES World Ranking and then Green Matrix and then University Ranking Asia. This is 13 was last year. This year we move up again. We are now the top 10. Kalau di Asia ni we are talking about not only Malaysia, Singapore or Indonesia, we are talking about China and Japan. So we have already within the top 10 in Asia. Okay. And in Southeast Asia, of course, we are just behind Singapore, NUS and NTU, and we are number 3. Best Global University. This is where saya sebut bila kita cerita tentang engineering, nanti Dr. Ida ni kena emphasize ni. Kenapa Universiti Melayu ni the top 17 in the world? Bukan 17 in Pontian, bukan 17 in Johor, bukan. Ni 17 in the world. We are talking about 6,000 to 10,000 universities being ranked the whole world. And how on earth a university in Kuala Lumpur, Fakulti Engineering boleh berada dalam kelompok 17 terbaik dunia. Itu satu, yang engineering in general. We are talking about mechanical, we are talking about energy, we are talking about civil engineering, we are talking about chemical engineering, all of them within the top 100. So it shows that the whole ecosystem dalam fakulti ataupun dalam universiti itu memang sangat membantu untuk mereka berada dalam kelompok yang terbaik di dunia lah. Okay, ini tadi saya cerita bagaimana perjalanannya. Sebab itu kadang-kadang adik-adik kan, benda penting, benda yang sangat penting bila bercerita dengan tentang kejayaan ataupun tentang nak mencorak kejayaan ni, you have to have a starting point. Macam kami dulu, kami dah mula bercerita nak masuk bila, nak masuk nak jadi apa, nak tuju ke mana. Sebab itu kita boleh kita panggil apa, kita boleh chart, we can chart the progress. Macam hari ni adik boleh tengok, mungkin kalau saya bercerita pasal benda ni tahun 2013, 2014 mungkin orang ketawa. Kata ya ke UM nak jadi top 50 in the world, macam tak boleh je. Tapi kita ada keyakinan atas asas-asas tertentu dengan persiapan kita, dengan kita punya pengorbanan, usaha, kerja keras semua warga dalam UM, penyelidik, pelajar. Jadi kita dah chart kita punya progress. Sebab itu kita nampak 2018 yes, it's going up, 2019 going up, 2020 going up, 2021, and hopefully one day we'll be among the top 5 in Asia, and then hopefully we'll be the top 50 in the world. Sebab itu kita dah cerita visi kita daripada awal. Kita tak malu nak cerita kat orang. Misal contohlah kan, kita duk cerita kita nak jadi top 50 over the next 2 years ni, tiba-tiba 2 tahun lagi tak berjaya. At least we have tried. Kan, at least we have tried. Dan kalau berjaya, then I can at least comfort myself and tell myself that okay, at least I have gained something, I have achieved my objective. Okay, sebab itu saya sebut tadi broad-based research intensive university. Kenapa broad-based? Kenapa Universiti Melayu ni tak nak jadi satu universiti yang berfokuskan pada contoh teknikal saja? Tak boleh, sebab kerana Universiti Melayu ini terbina atas visi dan sejarah membangunkan negara. Jadi kalau kita cerita asalnya dulu, memang Universiti Melayu ini sebagai satu-satu universiti yang pertama ditubuhkan untuk membantu negara membangunkan capacity building kita panggil. Jadi itu yang kita tawarkan pelbagai program, daripada sejarah, geografi, pendidikan, counselling, all the way sampai kepada technical subject. Itu ada data science, networking, kita ada professional program or critical program macam pharmacy, medical, dentistry, and then we have chemical engineering, all the way from social sciences up until specialist subject. Plus, we are also catering for what we call the fifth group. Fifth group, kalau kita bercerita dalam konsep program ni, kita bercerita tentang 5 jari ni, jari yang kelima ni. Jari yang kelima yang kita panggil jari bakat. Sebab tu saya selalu sebut kepada adik-adik dalam KM Johor ataupun mana-mana yang saya pergi, saya kata kalau boleh adik-adik ni kita aim untuk dapatkan jadi program-program kritikal, medical, pharmacy dan dentistry. Kalau tak boleh, ambil yang profesional macam engineering, ada professional body yang accredit sebab dia akan menjamin keboleh kerjaan itu selepas pengajian. Engineering, architecture, accountancy, law, those are professional program. Tak boleh juga kita ambil untuk jadi scientist. You can become scientist, you can take sciences, you can take mathematics, you can take biology, you can take genetics, you can take environmental engineering, all those things, science-based. Tak boleh juga kita ambil social science. You can become an educator, pendidik, you can become counselor, you can become historian, you can become anthropologist. Tak, kalau dah semua ni pun tak boleh, gunalah bakat. Itu jari kelima ni, bakat. Kat UM ni kita entertain juga. Kita ada juga program berteraskan bakat. Sebab kita ada dalam kita punya pusat ni, academic center ni, kita ada sports and exercise science dan kita ada cultural. Cultural ini kita sarjana muda dalam tari, sarjana muda dalam drama, sarjana muda dalam music. Sport and exercise, kita ada sarjana muda dalam sports, science. Lebih kepada bakat, lebih kepada talent. Adik pandai berolahraga dan mempunyai fizikal, pencapaian sukan yang baik, masuk ke program tersebut. Cara akademiknya akan lebih rendah berbanding dengan program yang lain yang memerlukan mungkin technical skills ataupun academic skills which require a higher achievement. Okay, ini sekadar jumlah yang kita sebut tadi, 15% of total undergraduate, and then kita juga hantar pelajar kita, okay, keluar negara. Yang ni inbound ni, ini international undergraduate enrollment yang belajar secara full time. Yang ini yang kita hantar pelajar kita keluar negara. Yang seterusnya, okey, ini samalah permohonan kemasukan Universiti Melayu ni. Kalau adik-adik di Kolej Matrik, saya rasa 4-5 tahun dulu kita pernah buat secara terus ke Universiti Melayu. Tapi sekarang ni kita telah berada dalam UPU. Jadi memang kita hanya benarkan permohonan ini dalam 2 kategori, iaitu SPM untuk program asasi dan STPM atau setara untuk program ijazah sarjana muda. Jadi ada syarat-syarat khas yang telah ditetapkan, kena ada muat. Kemudian kalau calon lepasan A-level ataupun apa-apa program-program selain daripada program yang yang dikendalikan di Malaysia ataupun dikendalikan oleh Kementerian Pendidikan, contoh International Baccalaureate, Australian Matric, dia mesti mempunyai muat yang sama ataupun yang setaraf dengan tahap yang telah ditetapkan. Okay, jadi macam syarat am ni, ini satu yang semua orang faham lah. Lulus SPM dan kena lulus dalam mata pelajaran sejarah, kepujian bahasa Melayu dan PNJK sekurang-kurangnya 2. Kalau di UM ni syarat minimum paling rendah yang kita boleh accept adalah 2. Ada beberapa program nanti kita akan tunjukkan. Kita benarkan juga pelajar untuk ambil dan memohon ke Universiti Melayu walaupun dia dapat 2.0 dalam matrik atau stamp atau diploma atau kelayakan lain. Jadi kalau di sistem UPU ni, kalau saya tak silap sekarang ni mereka dah pun announce akan dibuka bermula daripada Januari sehingga April untuk permohonan masuk ke UPU bagi sesi Oktober 2021. Jadi untuk adik-adik faham, tahun depan memang terpaksa anjak sebulan akibat daripada pandemik ni. Jadi semua kemasukan tu anjak sebulan. Yang masuk pada Februari akan anjak masuk ke Mac, yang masuk pada September akan anjak masuk ke Oktober. Tapi dari segi permohonan dia sama daripada Januari sampai April. Okey, jadi cara permohonan pun sama, yang ni kepada mana-mana universiti. Cuma kalau kita sebutlah sebelum ni kan, kalau adik-adik tengok kat sini, wajiblah isi sekurang-kurangnya untuk STPM dan setaraf ni, sebab matrikulasi dianggap sebagai kategori kedua iaitu STPM setaraf, wajib isi sekurang-kurangnya 6. Tapi boleh pilih sampai 12. Yang ni praktikal macam mana kita buat ni, ini cikgu kaunseling kena ajar lah kan. Sama ada nak memilih menggunakan taktik ataupun teknik kita memilih mengikut program pengajian ataupun mengikut universiti. Kalau betul memang nak masuk Universiti Melayu juga, tak kisah apa program, isilah 12 tu Universiti Melayu semua. Kalau nak masuk engineering juga, dan isilah 12 tu engineering. Mungkin letak engineering di Universiti Melayu yang pertama, engineering di UKM yang kedua, ataupun mungkin letak 4 engineering yang pertama tu engineering di UM, mechanical, chemical. Jadi itu kaedah itu adik-adik boleh fikirkan yang terbaik dari segi faktor ataupun kemampuan diri, tengok kita punya kelulusan akademik. Jadi Kalau betul nak masuk ke universiti tersebut, dan pilihlah ikut universiti. Kalau nak masuk program tersebut, memang nak jadi engineer, dan pilihlah mengikut program profesional ataupun kategori program yang ditetapkan. Okey. Ini khas untuk adik-adik yang nak ambil medical, kalau ada lah. Tapi rasanya kalau di technical ni tak ada. Jadi kita akan skip yang ni. Tapi kalau ada kawan-kawan yang bertanya ni, boleh tahu untuk Universiti Melaya, on top of applying through UPU, ada juga beberapa elemen tambahan, iaitu BMAT. BMAT ni adalah admission test yang adik kena apply dan mohon dahulu. This is a special exam for medical lah, biomedical. Jadi ini hanya dibuka sekali setahun. So sekarang ni kalau tengok dah buka untuk adik-adik yang ambil BMAT ni 30 sampai 21 Januari. Selepas 21 Januari kita tak buka lagi dah permohonan untuk sit for this exam, dan exam tu akan dibuat secara fizikal, dibuat secara dalam talian pada 20 Februari 2021. Ini hanya untuk BMAT lah. Okay. Jadi ini sama tentang BMAT. Jadi ada juga beberapa program yang program pendidikan. Contoh kalau ada adik-adik di TMJ Technical ni yang berhasrat untuk mengikuti laluan pendidikan, pun boleh juga. Pendidikan ada beberapa program pendidikan yang mana yang ni kena mohon MATC, kena ambil ujian MATC yang perlu dijawab lah dalam bentuk 300 soalan, inventory soalan yang perlu dijawab untuk mengenal pasti aptitude dan mengenal pasti kecenderungan, keupayaan sebagai seorang educator. Okay. Ini pun nanti kita akan share secara meluas lah dalam kita punya media sosial dan sebagainya. Okey, yang ni salah satu kelebihan UM adalah kita juga ada tawarkan, kita panggil double degree ataupun sarjana muda berganda. Jadi boleh dapat 2 degree daripada 2 institusi yang berbeza. Kalau ambil program di Universiti Melaya, program Fakulti Bahasa, boleh dapat option untuk ambil satu lagi program dan akan dapat 2 degree. Satu di UM dan satu daripada partner universiti di Jerman ataupun di Perancis. Okey. Yang ni dah, ini asasi saya akan skip lah. Okey, saya terus kepada lepasan sarjana, lepasan STPM atau matrikulasi atau diploma. Jadi dalam kita ada 94 program. Daripada 94 program ni ada 20 program yang bertemu juga bukan pendidikan. Jadi kalau tengok kat sini, okay, untuk adik-adik mungkin yang akan relevan yang akan relevan adalah sarjana muda architecture ataupun seni bina. Ini saja yang akan mungkin adik-adik akan tanya nanti. Jadi seni bina ni memang dia ada temu duga yang akan menguji dari segi keupayaan teknikal. Sebab seni bina, we are talking about your creativity skill, dia akan minta kita untuk buat drawing dan sebagainya. Yang lain-lain tu lebih kepada mana-mana pelajar-pelajar yang ada background ataupun kecenderungan dalam dentistry, medical, pharmacy. Sains pengusaha sukan, of course, talent base memang kena tunjuk bakat lah. Sains sukan ni dia akan minta kita lari dekat padang, tengok kita punya fitness, what are the type of achievement. Kemudian kalau tengok sarjana muda music, drama, tari, yang ni semua memang kena temurga lah. Kalau kita kata kita pandai menyanyi, kena menyanyi lah. Kena menyanyi lagu, 2-3 lagu, baru kita boleh kenal pasti keupayaan. Yang bahasa ni lebih kepada kemampuan kita dalam berkomunikasi dalam bahasa Inggeris. Okey, ini saya akan skip. Okey, jadi ini untuk 2021. Macam ni kita dah tulis kat sini kan, dah pun keluar, dibuka pada Januari 2021 dan mana-mana program yang bertemu duga kena tengok, kena hadirlah temu duga tu dan cek dengan universiti sama ada dibuat secara atas talian ataupun secara fizikal dan pastikan lulus temu duga. Barulah nanti dia akan dipertimbangkan untuk program yang bertemu duga. Okey, ini breakdown program di Universiti Melaya. Kita ada 94, ada 24 tadi program pengajian bertemu duga, 4 tadi adalah program pengajian pendidikan, yang 20 tadi yang bukan pendidikan dan 70 program lain tidak bertemu duga. Dari segi kelayakan masuk, kalau tengok kat sini, kalau ada adik masih lagi ingat UM nak masuk ni susah, kena tengok kat sini. Kat sini kita boleh nampak breakdown dia ada 6 program yang memang CGPA 2. Yang CGPA 2 ni 2.0 ni adalah program yang tadi saya sebut tentang bakat, tentang bahasa, ni 2.0. Ada 5 program 2.7, majority program 3.0 sahaja syarat minimum untuk masuk. Kita akan pergi terus. Yang ni nanti Dr. Rida pun akan share lah tentang accreditation of the engineering program dan sebagainya. Okay, kita akan pergi terus kepada program yang 3.0 dahulu. Kalau tengok kat sini API, pengajian Islam ni buka juga kepada yang tapi dengan syarat kena ada beberapa subjek bahasa pengajian Islam lah. Untuk pastikan layak, PNJK 3.0 dan ada 2 adalah program pendidikan lah untuk menjadi guru dalam pengajian Islam atau guru dalam pengajian Al-Quran. Yang ini kena lulus juga MedC. Pengajian Melayu ada 5 program, 3.0 tanpa temuduga. Ini 5 program lah, kesenian, bahasa, linguistik, kesusasteraan Melayu dan juga sosio budaya Melayu. Dan pusat-pusat sukan, ini lebih kepada bakat yang saya sebut 2.0 tadi ni, sarjana muda muzik, drama, tari. Dan kalau tengok kat sini, dia program bertemuduga. Kalau tak ada syarat akademik, dia kata sijil-sijil lain, syarat tambahan ni sijil lain. Sekiranya ada, memiliki pengalaman bekerja dalam bidang muzik sekurang-kurangnya 3 tahun, ada bukti dan lulus uji bakat. Jadi ini semua syarat-syaratnya nanti boleh kita share dalam bentuk PDF lah, buku kelayakan masuk. Untuk pusat sains sukan pun sama, 3.5 tahun program. Ini mesti aktif dalam bidang sukan dengan bukti pengalaman atau penglibatan dan lulus ujian bertulis dan ujian fizikal. Ini yang kena pergi berlari ni. Kalau berlari 2-3 round kat padang tu tak boleh dan kita kata tak layak lah, walaupun sangat berminat dalam program ini. Jadi fakulti-fakulti lain, kalau tengok kat sini ada dentistry, education, engineering, dan hari ini fokus kita lebih pada engineering. Nanti kita akan listen to Dr. Rida lah, we'll give him 30 to 45 minutes untuk explain. Yang lain-lain ni lebih kepada non-technical, law, medicine, science, art, social sciences, business, accountancy, economics, languages, built environment, computer science is also one of the other program yang mungkin adik-adik berminat. Kita akan tunjukkan juga secara ringkas lepas ni. Okay, Alam Bina. Alam Bina hanya satu program bertemuduga, yang lain-lain ni adalah program yang boleh dipohon secara terus melalui UPU. Dan untuk program bertemuduga ni dia perlukan lulus ujian melukis dan tak ada masalah penglihatan, pendengaran atau keupayaan fizikal. Fakulti Farmasi salah satu daripada 3 program yang syarat masuk dia 3.75 ke atas. Ini dah farmasi. Kemudian kita ada kejuruteraan, nanti doktor akan share all the 5 programs are 3.0 and above dan tidak ada temuduga. Fakulti Pergigian, ini 3.8, ini program kedua yang 3.7 ke atas. Tadi farmasi, yang ini pergigian, dan perubatan. Ini 3.8. Okey. Perubatan ni program bertemuduga dan juga sarjana muda sains bagi perubatan, sarjana muda sains kejuruawatan. Yang 2 lagi ni bukan program bertemuduga tapi di bawah fakulti perubatan. Dan fakulti sains ada 12 program, PNJK 3.0 sahaja, tapi ada satu program kat sini, Science Actuary yang memerlukan PNJK 3.5 dan ke atas. Yang lain semua ni memerlukan PNJK 3.0 sahaja. Okay. Kemudian sains komputer dan teknologi maklumat. Okey, yang ni yang mungkin kita boleh discuss sedikitlah pada adik-adik di KM Johor. Jadi kita ada 6 program. Kalau tengok dekat sini ada 2 bidang ataupun 2 stream. Satu adalah sarjana muda sains komputer. Ada 1 2 3 4 5. Ada 5 program sains komputer. Ada satu lagi program adalah sarjana muda stream teknologi maklumat. Yang ini lebih kepada multimedia, design, animation, apps, building dan sebagainya. Tetapi semua program ini akan mengajar adik-adik dalam networking ataupun kita panggil coding. Not networking, coding, script coding. Sebab itu adalah basic knowledge ataupun basic keupayaan, skills that are required to be as computer scientist lah. Jadi adik-adik nanti bila adik-adik ambil mana-mana program ini, memang salah satu subjek wajib yang adik kena lulus adalah subjek coding ataupun script. Jadi itu penting. Jadi walaupun dia kata kat sini ada 5 program sains komputer dan 1 teknologi maklumat multimedia, tapi semua program ni akan ajar adik-adik untuk pastikan adik-adik will become a good computer scientist lah, at least to be able to understand the language, the computer language, and to prepare script, to code the script and to run the script lah. Jadi yang lain-lain ni boleh tengok dari segi sistem maklumat. Of course you are talking about the network, the information system. When you talk about kejuruteraan perisian, this is the software engineering. How do you create, how do you code, how do you run the software, the engineering software. And sistem rangkaian komputer, these are more of the computer network. How do you set up between the printer, PC, the Wi-Fi, all this connection. AI, this is something that what we call kepintaran buatan ni lebih kepada how do you translate the human knowledge, the human capability into the machine. Kalau kita contoh paling mudah lah, kita kata kita nak permudahkan kerja kita nak buat kerja rumah tu, kita bagi arahan saja kepada satu robot untuk dia pagi bangun, gosok gigi, kemas rumah. Jadi how do you translate that knowledge to that robot? Then you have to translate into the code into a script so that at certain hour, at certain time, then this is what the robot will do. The robot will go to the toilet to wash the teeth and so on. So this is kepintaran buatan. You translate your kepintaran daripada manusia ini kepada apa-apa selain manusia lah. Selain manusia dari segi machine lah. Then you talk about giving that knowledge to printer, giving that knowledge to the computer, giving that knowledge to the machine to run the machine in the factory on a large scale. These are AI. Of course, multimedia saya dah terangkan tadi. Science data. This is a new program. Science data ni kita cerita tentang program baharu. Yang mana science data ni, kalau kita tengok, we have so many data. Kalau di UM, especially macam contoh matriculation lah, kita ada berapa pelajar di sana cikgu? Kalau di sekarang ni yang pelajar ni di sana ada berapa ramai?
Lebih kurang 320 orang.
Okey, contoh kita ada 300, we have 320 students. We have 320 students data. Of course, that data consists of dia punya gender, lelaki, perempuan, bangsa, mungkin bangsa is quite bangsa ada yang berputra, ada yang bukan berputra. Kemudian dari segi lokasi, demografi, daripada mana? Ada yang daripada Kelantan, ada yang daripada Johor, ada yang daripada Melaka. All this data, kalau kita tengok saja data tu, dia takkan ada apa-apa manfaat pun. Tapi if you have consistent data, tahun ni 320, tahun lepas 330, tahun sebelumnya 350, dan you track the data, yang 350 hari tu dah jadi engineer, dah jadi, then it become science of data, then you can do the analysis. Okay, this is how the changes demographic wise. If you give them some interference atau kita bantu dia dengan beberapa program tertentu, pelajar yang dibagi bantuan program atau dapat motivasi dia lebih cemerlang. Pelajar yang tidak dibantu, these are science data. Dan that data will be useful pada university contohnya ataupun pada college contohnya untuk manage. Okay, how do you manage to ensure that the student performance are always at optimum level? These are the type of things that you can imagine using science of data. Belum cerita lagi tentang data dari segi loan, kita cerita macam mana, kenapa saya mohon loan, saya umur 40, kawan tu umur 45, dia dapat loan, dia lepas, saya tak lepas. These are all data yang dipegang oleh financial institution. They have already automated the data, give intelligence to the data. Dia run saya punya background, dia tengok ada sejarah pernah merokok, ada sejarah family pula pernah ada sakit jantung. Ini tak boleh bagi ni, kalau bagi loan dia kemudian padam awal. Jadi these are all the artificial data atau intelligence data yang all the institution have in order for them to make a decision. Sebab dia tahu kalau dia nak buat decision secara manual, kemungkinan sangat sukar. Bila mana permohonan itu dibuat melalui sistem, dia gunakan science data. Science data ini diletak, kita akan membantu mempermudahkan proses dalam pelbagai bidang. Itu saya baru bagi contoh yang kita kata contoh yang sangat-sangat simple lah. Contoh-contoh lain, of course, kalau kita project the economy, how do you project the growth of the nation dari segi inflation, dari segi pasaran kerja over the next 5 to 10 years, kita predict. Gunakan data sedia ada, gunakan data yang kita dapat dan sebagainya. Okey. Yang ini Fakulti Sains Sosial dan Sastra, we have 12 programs yang mana ke semua program ini tidak bertemu duga dan syarat masuk dia 3.0 ke atas sahaja. Dan kita ada Fakulti Bahasa tadi yang saya sebut, mereka ni menawarkan program dalam bahasa moden, bahasa Asia dan juga kita panggil bahasa Asia Tenggara lah. Contoh macam modern language ni, we are talking about France, German, Japanese, Spanish, Italian. Jadi yang 5 ni bertemu duga sebab dia nak uji kemampuan kita dalam bahasa Inggeris. Sebab dia nak yang mengajar ni cikgu daripada Perancis ataupun a French teacher, a French lecturer trying to teach French to a Malay. So imagine ataupun to a Malaysian. Jadi what is the bridging language? The bridging language must be in English. Takkan dia nak ajar Perancis kepada orang Malaysia ni dalam bahasa Jawa kan. Jadi dia kena ada bridging language. So that's why they will interview you so that you must have basic communication ataupun skill level in English for you to be able to understand. Jadi kelima-lima ni bertemu duga, yang selain daripada itu adalah program tidak bertemu duga dan kita tengok tu syarat kemasukan dia berbeza-beza kan. Okey. Fakulti Ekonomi dan Pentadbiran ini juga program tidak bertemu duga, ada 3.0 and above. Dan walaupun dia satu program sarjana muda ekonomi, tapi pelajar-pelajar atau calon dibenarkan mengambil pengkhususan. Jadi dia boleh dapat sarjana muda ekonomi, tapi pengkhususan dia dalam bidang pengajian dan bidang politik, pengajian pembangunan ataupun statistik gunaan. Okay, untuk Fakulti Perniagaan dan Perakaunan, 3 program ini adalah program bertemu duga, perakaunan, keuangan dan pentadbiran perniagaan. Dan Fakulti Pendidikan kita ada 3 program, tapi hanya ada saya rasa satu saja yang tidak bertemu duga, ketiga-tiganya bertemu duga, tapi hanya satu saja yang memerlukan METC. Hanya satu yang memerlukan METC, iaitu Sarjana Muda Pendidikan Pengajaran Bahasa Inggeris sebagai bahasa kedua. Yang ini memerlukan adik untuk lulus METC juga sebab dia it's a teaching program ataupun education program. Panggil this is where you have to pass the METC selection ataupun METC test to be able to be considered as a TESOL teacher lah. Okay, Sarjana Muda Undang-Undang adalah program bertemu duga. Of course, bila bercerita pasal undang-undang ni memang perlu elemen temu duga tu untuk memastikan kemampuan komunikasi calon-calon lah. Okay, jadi kalau adik-adik hari ini pasal 20 minit kan, kita tak sempat nak go through all the details, but all the details that I have mentioned just now in terms of the CGPA, minimum CGPA tu ada dalam brochure yang kita kita boleh share secara maya lah. Jadi ada boleh scan kod tu ataupun pergi dekat study.um.edu.my dan download brochure tu. So malam-malam boleh boleh tengok lah kan, sambil kita berbaring tu boleh tengok kat phone kan, buka satu-satu. So pilih yang pengajian program ijazah sarjana muda lah yang kat sini, ataupun yang syarat kemasukan program ijazah sarjana muda Industri Melayu. Jadi ada all the list of the full entry requirements lah of the programs that we offer. Okay, ini cukup saya setakat tu, dan saya just nak tutup dengan ni. Adik-adik pun saya benarkan, okay, ini saya pun kawan-kawan saya lah maksudnya di MRC ni. Jadi kita benarkan adik-adik, kalau misal contoh, sekarang mungkin tak perlu, tapi ambil nombor ni sekarang. Sebab satu masa nanti mungkin dalam bulan Januari, bulan Februari, bulan Mac, April nanti tak sure kan, macam mana UM ni nak masuk ni, nak apply ni. Boleh contact kan. So ada dekat sini. So kita dah share kan. Boleh contact mana-mana rakan-rakan saya ni, Encik Isyad, Encik Mahathir dan Encik Collins ni untuk minta bantuan. Kita tanya macam mana saya daripada Kolej Matrik Johor hari tu dengan taklimat, tapi saya tak berapa clear. Kalau saya nak mohon program engineering, saya nak mohon program seni bina, apa prosesnya, apa syarat masuk ke, ataupun macam mana, nak klik kat mana, nak tekan mana. Okey, boleh. Kita share juga nombor handphone dan juga kita share email. Jadi kat situ ini pada saya, this is the least that we can do to help all of you lah. At least at the end of the day, the choice is yours lah. Kita pun tak pernah kita pun bukan tak pernah, kita sebenarnya kalau boleh nak paksa, tapi mana boleh paksa kan, budak semua dah besar-besar kan. Jadi pilihan itu di tangan mereka, sebab ini adalah satu universiti. Nanti dia akan dengar daripada pelbagai universiti lain yang akan cerita macam-macam, ataupun akan menawarkan program atau menerangkan program mereka mengikut konteks dan kerangka mereka sendiri. Jadi kita hanya bercerita tentang UM, dan kita kalau boleh kita alu-alukan adik-adik untuk datang masuk ke Universiti Melayu bersama-sama dengan kita untuk membina kita punya matlamat untuk jadi universiti yang terbaik ni, top 50 in the world one day insyaAllah. Jadi mungkin saya rasa cukup setakat tu di peringkat saya, di peringkat MRC ataupun peringkat Pusat Pengambilan dan Pemasaran Pelajar ni, untuk saya bagi pengenalan lah Universiti Melayu dan juga program yang kita tawarkan. Saya akan serahkan kepada Dr. Rida lah untuk sesi interaksi doktor dengan adik-adik ni. Okey, cikgu, ramai dah budak-budak dah bangun
Macam dah hajut. Okey, Cik Mahdi, sekejap boleh saya mencelah nak tanya. Saya nampak ada program tadi yang 3.5 tahun. Betul? Betul. Boleh bukan 4 tahun.
Yang program mana ni? Untuk fakulti mana?
Ada setengah tadi. Saya nampak tadi ada beberapa fakulti tadilah. Tu macam tu. Oh, fakulti sains ya.
Okey.
Sebab pelajar kita mungkin ada berminat untuk sains ke matematik, itulah dia tak menjurus kepada kejuruteraan. Biasa pertanyaan macam tu. Okey.
Sebab itu saya kalau saya boleh share tu Puan Raza pada adik-adik ni kena ingat yang saya sebut bila saya tunjuk jari ni kan, 5 jari ni. Okey. Kalau mana-mana program profesional, kebiasaannya dia akan mengambil masa 4 tahun dan ke atas. Dia kategori 1 dengan kategori 2 ni dia akan mengambil masa 4 tahun ke atas. Kenapa? Kerana program profesional ni biasanya akan memerlukan subjek wajib itu adalah industry training ataupun clinical placement. Untuk medik, pharmacy, dentistry dia ada clinical placement. Itu yang akan ambil 1 semester dan beyond, itu yang menyebabkan dia akan ambil 5 tahun, 4 tahun setengah, 5 tahun ke atas. Kalau engineering 3 tahun setengah itu programnya, tapi satu semester lagi dia kena pergi industrial training, itu yang jadi 4 tahun. Sebab wajib, syarat itu wajib kerana akreditasi profesional daripada industrial body ni memerlukan pelajar ni diuji di industri. Uji industri masuk balik kampus, bukan boleh uji industri terus cabut, tak, masuk balik kampus untuk dinilai akademiknya lagi. Jadi barulah boleh dia tamatkan 4 tahun. Kalau tengok kat sini engineering ni, kita tengok 4 tahun. Kita tengok yang lain-lain, yang farmasi pun 4 tahun. Alam bina, seni bina ni 3.5, tapi yang lain-lain kita ambil pusat beraian, pusat sukan, alam bina, farmasi. Farmasi 4 tahun, kejuruteraan, pergigian 5 tahun, perubatan 5 tahun. Jadi these are those programs yang di bawah kategori critical professional ni memerlukan 4 tahun dan ke atas. For program scientist ni, they just require 3.5 years. They still have industrial training, but not as long. Tidak sepanjang tempoh industrial trainingnya sama seperti yang program profesional tadi. Mungkin mereka memerlukan 3 bulan, 4 bulan ataupun kurang. Okay, jadi itu sebagai jawapan lah cikgu ya, kalau budak tanyalah. Jadi betul untuk pelajar teknikal memang boleh mana-mana program sains dia layak. Dan misal contoh adik-adik yang daripada kolej matrik teknikal ni, kalau betul lah memang tak nak ambil teknikal, nak ambil yang pusat sukan tadi, boleh ke? Memang boleh sebenarnya kalau layak, tapi kita rugilah because we are training you untuk nation building to become the what we call the STEM engineer, STEM expert kan, science and technology, mathematics experts kan. Jadi kita nak adik-adik ni kalau boleh fokus dalam technical ni supaya masa depan kita cerita tentang Malaysia 20 years, 30 years from now, kita nak ramai lagi yang science, scientist, kita nak lebih ramai scientist, kita nak lebih ramai technologists, kita nak lebih ramai engineers. Then this is a good time for you Dr. Rida, so I'm going to pass to you. Jadi kita nak kalau boleh adik-adik janganlah give up awal. And then maybe you can share a little bit also how your own journey, Doctor. Your own journey. Because kadang-kadang adik-adik rasa takut nampak pensyarah tu, boleh ke macam dia. Actually we are all human being. We have gone through our journey pun sebenarnya. Kita sama datang dari kampung. Kampung saya dekat Bakri Muar. Dan anak saya di Kolej Matrikulasi Johor. Dulu dia di MRSM Pontian, TTDI. So saya selalu sebenarnya ke Pontian tu. Saya serahkan Dr. Rida.
Okey, terima kasih Cik Madi. Assalamualaikum. Saya orang Pontian. Itu bila saya dengar orang ramai cakap Pontian, saya tergelak. Okey. Saya akan start share screen saya. Okey, adik-adik sekalian, dah boleh nampak saya punya slide ni
Nampak tapi tak besar. Okey.
Saya akan cuba sedaya mungkin untuk jelaskan dan try to explain so that it could be interesting to the candidates, okay, to the students, okay. This is explanation about Faculty of Engineering, University Malaya. Before that, a little bit about myself. My name is Muhammad Rida Muhammad. I'm a senior lecturer in Department of Mechanical Engineering, Faculty of Engineering. So my department is I've been 5 years with University Malaya. Prior to working in UM, I was a senior mechanical design engineer with Masuk Corporation Japan for 7 years. So I'm a design specialist. Okay, so I teach 2 subjects mainly, design of machine elements and computer aided design and modeling using design software lah. Okay, and my areas of research, friction stir welding and machine design in general. Okay, so today I will explain mainly regarding Faculty of Engineering in terms of these 5 aspects. Okay, introduction about the faculty, and then the skill sets for engineer, And then our curriculum, how we design our curriculum so that we can achieve these engineer skill sets. Okay, and then number 4, I will introduce to you about engineering in UM, the opportunities, okay, the activities that we have for the students, and then the future, your prospect, not only in UM but after that. Okay. Okay. Introduction about our Faculty of Engineering. Okay. It sits in front of the faculty. We have a lot of greens, lush green that is you feel like in a nature. Okay. It's surrounded by these trees, and then you know, the students will come to the class every day, you know, walk in the greens. Okay. So in the faculty we have 5 departments, okay, namely Department of Electrical Engineering, Department of Chemical Engineering, Civil Engineering, Biomedical Engineering, and the famously Mechanical Engineering. Okay, and the faculty management, our faculty Dean Prof. Saad Mekhilaf, and our TDs, we have 4 TDs, Deputy Dean of Research, Postgraduate, Undergraduate Studies, and Development. Okay, and then under that, there's a head department of the respective departments with our principal assistant registrar. Okay, a little bit statistics about our department. The academic staff, we have a total of 152. Okay, academic staff, and a total of 138 non-academic staff, like the technician, the administrator, and so on. Okay. And then out of these 152 academic staff, 74 are chartered engineer certified by UK, okay, United Kingdom Engineering Council. And then a total of 52 are professional engineer from Board of Engineers Malaysia, BEM. And then about our students, okay, on the left chart here is figures for our undergraduate student. We have a total of 2,289 undergraduate students, which a large portion of from that figures are mechanical engineering students, 781, followed by electrical engineering student, 491. And the next is civil and chemical engineering, and finally the biomedical engineering. Okay, and then for the postgraduate students, we have a total of 730 postgraduate students for all the departments for the study of PhD and master. Okay. Okay, in terms of rankings, you know, as we all know, our rankings keeps going up and up. In the latest QS World University Rankings 2020, we are now at the number 55 in the engineering and technology field. Electrical engineering rank 46, and the others engineering department or category rank just above 50. Okay, so we are the 70th best global engineering universities 2021 as reported by the US News. Okay, we are best in Malaysia in terms of in the field of energy and fields, civil, material science, electrical, and electronic engineering. So what does this ranking means? in terms of study. Okay, I will explain later. Okay, so in the recent news, okay, world top 2% scientists announced by Stanford University. 24 of our researchers, you see, top researchers here was selected. Okay, so before I go to the engineer skill set, okay, we always announce, right, and say, maybe brag, okay, the ranking and so on. So what these ranks means in terms of engineering study? This means that we are doing research, and we are doing research that is impactful, that is meaningful, and this research activity will also be included inside the study. You know, not only for PhD and master students, but also those contents are reflected, okay, somehow in various activities, even for the undergraduates. So we have a certain program that I will introduce afterwards in the slides, that we have engagement, research engagement with the undergraduate students, so that not only you will learning about the theory, okay, so you will also engage in the research activities. In the your projects will also includes, you know, in term of research application that master and PhD students conducting in the faculty, in the university. Okay, so in the second item, okay, let's look about the engineer skill set that are considered important to become an engineer. Okay, so when we look at this word, you know, the kanji character kogaku, okay, kogaku is a character, okay, it's a Japanese or Chinese character. So we understand that you know, this engineering is both science and art. Okay, it's about learning. Okay, it's about learning, and when you see the character ko here, it has a upper and lower strokes that represent the heavens and the earth, and whatever between them. It means learning of everything. So engineer must learn everything. So it does not limited to just technical, but in order to create something, to create a product, to create a good product, you must have a knowledge of everything, including science and art. So by having that said, okay, engineer needs multiple skill. We need to have a technical skill, communication skill. When we can do and we can talk, without this, you know, project management, we cannot manage a project. And this project must also be done, conducted in an ethical way, so that it follows, you know, a safety rules, so that it can be, you can create a product that are safe for the community, for the human being, a product that not only the end product, but the process along the way to create this product must also be in an ethical way. Okay, and then after we create a product, okay, so what we should do now? We should, the study is a continuous process. We should improve the process so that it could be sustainable. It could be continuously without using unnecessary resources. So because, you know, we want to create a product that are efficient. Efficient means faster and cheaper. And then it also, in the end, finally, it will create not only environment sustainability, but also economically, sustainability for the people in the world. So these are the general concept that we are thinking that an engineer should have, and constantly improving these skills. We are trying to nurture our students by creating and designing and constantly improving our curriculum. Okay, so let me explain to you the difference, okay, between scientists and engineers. Scientists, okay, explain how things work, okay, how things work, but engineers make things work. Okay, scientists would explain on the moon we have this, we will have this kind of environment, very low or extreme temperatures. Okay, but engineers will make, you know, will make a container, okay, to so that people can live, can live in such situation. Scientists would explain that maybe our vaccines, the COVID-19 vaccines need to be stored in negative 70 uh, uh, degrees Celsius container in order to be transported all over the world. Engineers will think how to make that containers based on theory and principle. Okay, so those are an example of the difference between scientists and engineers. Okay, and then technicians and engineers, what are the difference between them? Okay, technicians, they have their own job to execute and maintain a system or a machine or an engineering systems, but those are the responsibility of an engineers to design and implement. So engineers keep thinking, okay, how to solve the problem, okay, the problem of the world by applying the already available engineering theory, yeah, and technical knowledge. Using these, we design new things so that a new system could be created for the benefit of human being. I like to quote a word from Nikola Tesla. I don't care that they stole my idea. I care that they don't have any of their own. Okay, this was from the story of Nikola Tesla. Okay, that regarding the invention of the bulb, right? If you know the story, so we understand from this quote that it is important, to create a mind that constantly try to improve human life. So these are the basic thinking, okay, the origin thinking of engineers. Okay, in the pursuit of this high-end technology, okay, at the very end of current technology, we are imagining of this nano robot system that could deliver maybe medications into our blood system and so on, and quantum communication satellite. So these are the ideal, thinking, the technology that we want to create in the future. So at the research level at university, these research activities are constantly conducted, so that in the end we could have this technology. It's a very small effort that you cannot see now, but if you look in the long run, it's a process, it's an activity, it's a daily work that we are doing in University Malaya Faculty of Engineering, so that in the end we could achieve this level of technologies. Okay, I would like to share, for example, in the history of iPhone. Okay, For example, in 1993, 1998, okay, Apple introduced a Newton message pad, okay, and then in year about 2000, John Casey circulates concept art for Teleport, a phone iPod hybrid, which was never produced but inspired the iPhone. Okay, so you can see a great product consists of a series, a series of development and improvement constantly, so that in the end it will, create something, something good, something outstanding. So it's nothing about suddenly you create that product and it just become a very super product, but those are actually as a result of a continuously effort, continuously learning process, and continuously improving your work every day. Okay, if you can see here, okay, a product team, okay, consists of a lot of many parties of engineers, uh, and customer service system, software, mechanical engineer, reliability, environment, and so on, so that it would finally create a good product. Okay, in the second type of skills, okay, when we have those technology, theory, and implementation and so on, actually the most important part above all those skills are actually the soft skills, the communication, the teamwork, and self reliance. Take an example of the Apple creator, okay, Steve Jobs. He was not excellent technical or engineer or mechanical engineer, but he's an excellent speaker. He's excellent. He has a a very good teamwork, so he can connect all those elements of technology, elements of soft skills, elements of human design into this Apple product. In the end, he was able to create this iPhone. Okay. So in the step 3, commercialization, after we have create and then we have those soft skills. Okay. In the third step, is also important to have a mindset of commercialization. Not only okay, how to create, know the engineering theory, the technical knowledge, but you also can connect all those people around you and communicate and manage a project. But in the stage after that is that you can able to use to have a mindset of your creation that it should be commercialized. So what level of this product should be evaluated so that it could enter market. You have to have the knowledge of engineering entrepreneurship, project management, ethics, and of course in the end your product must be sustainable, okay, so that it could be realized in the market. Okay, so having all those skills that I mentioned just now, okay, our program, our curriculum in Faculty of Engineering, University Malaya, is that we, as much as we can, we trying to create the curriculum so that you can achieve all those skills mentioned just now in terms of technology skill, soft skill, commercialization skills, and so on. And this curriculum are constantly improved. That is the key point. It's constantly improved to match the current world needs in the engineering field, okay, in the market field, so that it constantly reliable, a sustainable program. So let me introduce. Okay, first let's think. Where do you think we stand now? Okay, if you look into this, I present certain universities here, and what are their program outline for their engineering program is that, for example, you have here MIT. The students combine analytical rigor with curiosity, playful imagination, and appetite for solving the hardest problem in service to the society. Okay, so we know that they have unique, unique item there is analytical, rigor, curiosity, and playful imagination. Okay, so we can see these aspects are reflected in their curriculum. Okay, and then Monash University, ranking number 50. Okay, we develop high-skilled engineers while developing well-rounded individuals. Okay, individuals that have multiple skills that are ready for professional life, leadership, and success. Okay, and then next we see ranking number 6, Oxford University. Future engineering innovation benefit from broad foundation as well as specialized knowledge, which integrates study of the subject across traditional boundaries of engineering disciplines. So we can see those are, broad foundation and specialized knowledge. So those are, I think, the key points. Okay, let's see. Osaka University or Yale, ranking number 61. Okay, engineering is an art and expertise of designing technological system that benefit the society, involves problem solving, strategies that are readily transferable to the variety of professions, including medicine, law, and business. That is the key point, I think, not only in the field of engineering, but also affecting the other fields as well. And then Kyoto University grasp scientific concept, unbound by preconception. Okay, go into the pioneer of new and emerging field of technology. So these are top engineering schools in the world, and their aim, okay, what they want to create for their engineering programs. Okay, so in University Malaya, okay, Faculty of Engineering, we the key elements here that we want to explain to you. Okay, we have a strong fundamentals subjects, okay, that we want the students, okay, to really have a strong knowledge in terms of this basic engineering. Okay, at the same time, okay, we want our student to experience industry. So these are being done in the activities in the faculty by conducting industry talk and visit. We call industry to give talks in our faculty to the students, and we also conduct visit of the students to the companies, mainly around Klang Valley area, so that the student have exposure. This is very important. Student will have enough exposure. What is happening in the industry now? What kind of product? How they make this product? So those process can be experienced with their own eyes, not only learning in the classroom. So we have these activities specifically designed as activities in the faculty. On top of that, of course, in the curriculum, we are making it compulsory for students to undergo industrial training for 10 weeks. in the company, in the industry, so that they can learn. And after that, they come back and they can reflect that with the theory and the experience in their final year project. Okay. So in terms of application, okay, we also stress this. Actually, this is also bounded under the engineering accreditation program by the Board of Engineer Malaysia. Okay, so we have certain projects such as integrated design projects, okay, and a final year project, which I will show and explain later on. Okay, so in general, in total, the program in Faculty of Engineering, okay, this is same for mechanical, electrical, civil, biomedical, and so on. Okay, these 5 programs that they are consists of university course, which have a broad base in humanities and English, and then faculty course, which have a strong fundamental for core engineering, mathematics, law, ethics and sustainability, and project management. And then we have department course, which specialize according to the program. So total credit for all these courses are in the range of 135 to 148 credit hours, okay, for the biomedical, civil, electrical, chemical, and mechanical programs. Okay, okay. Let me introduce you first about Department of Biomedical Engineering. Okay, we have the head of the department, Dr. Juliana Osman. The program coordinators are Dr. Nasrul and Dr. Yazid. Okay, introduction to the biomedical engineering. So this program applies the latest advance in engineering and scientific knowledge for biomedical use. Okay, it was the first institute to offer biomedical engineering undergraduate program in Malaysia, with first intake in 1997. And of course, this program, not only biomedical, all programs in Faculty of Engineering are accredited by the Engineering Accreditation Council of Malaysia. And after this, I will explain the reason for this and what are the benefits of the accreditations. Okay, and this program is a 4-year program with a total of 148 credit hours. And why is a 4-year? Just now it was explained. It's a very important to be 4 years, because this is under the rule, okay? Under the rule or under the accreditation rules, so that the student have enough knowledge, so that when they go out, they will have knowledge of basic, fundamental, and application, and also coupled with industrial exposure that I have mentioned just now. So when the industry learn about these 4 years, they will have a first impression that the students are skilled because they have this exposure and experience. Okay, so the strength of the program of biomedical engineering is that it supports the Faculty of Medicine, UMMC, our university hospital. Okay, so our students in the biomedical engineering conduct visits, okay, and invite lectures, projects from the hospital doctors. Okay, so we have close partnership with medical healthcare practices and industry like UMMC, Siemens, and so on. Okay, so these are photos of highlights of the activities, okay, in the department of biomedical. So like I mentioned just now, visit, okay, industrial visit are conducted to the hospital rehabilitation in Cheras, okay, and company materialize Sdn Berhad, this company. So this company is associated with the material or the part for, I think, for the prosthetic parts, okay. And then we have interaction day, okay, during 2015-16 annual activity. And then for the final year project presentation, or we call that ingenious, is a presentation of final year projects, and we conducted it as a competition basically, okay. And then of course student exchange program are conducted, okay, with Inje University, South Korea, in the recent years. Unfortunately, not this year due to the pandemic. Okay. And then in the second department is Department of Civil Engineering. The head of the department is Associate Professor Dr. Farida. Okay. Department of Civil Engineering is a high rank department with the recent ranking. Okay, it was ranking number 46 in 2018 and maintained the rank about 50 in the current year. Okay, for the curriculum structure, all the program, okay, in the Faculty of Engineering is actually same 4 years, 8 semester with 2 short semester, and the total credit hour is 143. And first year basically elementary subjects, second year actual application and simple design using codes and practice of the civil engineering, and then they have laboratory. And then in third year is a more advanced application design classes, and we have this one, integrated design project that I mentioned just now. So integrated design project is a highlight actually, not only for civil engineering program, but all program across the Faculty of Engineering. So in this project, actually, the students need to engage and think not only in their specialization. Okay, they need to think the other elements. Okay, for example, if the student is in civil engineering, so the integrated design project should involve the elements of mechanical, the elements of electrical, and the elements of impact to the society as in the real engineering application. Okay, so integrated design project and industrial training actually the highlights for this program, so that we could prepare the students in the real engineering world. Okay, and then in the final year where we have elective courses and final year project that to to give a knowledge, to give an insight to student just before their graduation. Okay, some photos here showing the activities of the students in a program of civil engineering. Okay, where they need to do the measurement. Okay, the land measurement here. Okay, and then the design of maybe this one is an integrated design project. The design of maybe water tank that we can see over here, and best thesis presentation awards. Okay, sponsored by Engineering Consultants of Singapore, where in this that shows that we have engagement, okay, not only in the country but also at international level. Okay, some of the student activities that I want to show to you or highlight to you. Okay, not only in terms of we actively, okay, learn about the theories in the classroom, but also we encourage the students and we build those environment. Okay, we have lecturers to supervise and advise you, and so that you can engage in this international competition, IJM Innovate for Tomorrow competition, international concrete pontoon competition, and so on, so that you will have a larger exposure in terms of the real engineering practice for this case in civil. Okay. Next, I will explain about the Department of Electrical Engineering. The associate professor, the HOD or head of department is Associate Professor IR Dr. Chow Chi On. Okay, the Bachelor of Electrical Engineering program is, of course, is accredited. Okay, same is accredited by EAC. Okay, so what does accreditation by EAC means? Means it is worldly recognized, internationally recognized program. So what does this mean? What do accreditation means actually? So we have been talking about this accreditation and ranking and so on. So by accrediting this program, actually, is that what accreditation means is that we rule out black and white, we rule out our program, and then we say that our program have this element, and this element, these all elements according to the guideline by the accreditation board. So what is the decision between for this guideline is that the decision that if you make this kind of program, this recipe, what we call, okay, our curriculum, our recipe could produce a very good engineer. Okay, so these are accredited and endorsed by the council. The council agrees that our program is good. Okay, is at par with international level. Okay, is at par with a Washington Accord. Okay, so we have reached this level. It is endorsement. Okay, it is proof. Okay, the third party is checking our program, so that's why we say our program is approved, is endorsed, so you can trust us. It's okay. It means that it does not have problems with the program, with the system. Our system is complete. That's what we are trying to say when we are saying we are EAC accredited. So because of this accreditation, because of this endorsement, we could create a good system and produce good students, and that is actually directly contributes to the ranking. That is one element that contributed to the ranking. That's why. So having that system in the University Malaya, having that accreditation system, having that research program for the master and PhD, and reflects that in the undergraduate students' activities, that has contributed to these rankings and recognition of the world scientists and so on. Okay, so these are the we can say the activities or the recipe, okay, that are effective. Okay, so a little bit explanation about the particular curriculum in Department of Electrical Engineering. Okay, professional certification for the staff. And then FYP competition, this is same across the faculty. IDP, Integrated Design Project, so that students will think in the various elements, not only electrical, but also in other aspects. Undergraduate research scheme. Okay, this is another scheme. It's a new scheme that we introduced about 4 years back. For undergraduate students who really interested in research, okay, at the time of second year, we introduced this scheme. We provide research grants to them and supervision from certain lecturers so that they can do research at early stage. Maybe during the semester break, because they would have classes during the semester, so they can start familiarize and equip themselves with these research skills. And then we have Hackathon and Ideathon. Okay, the photos are for some activities by the students from Department of Electrical Engineering, drone competition perhaps shown in this photo here, and then a final year project, poster exhibition, and then some photos here are showing the class, actual class activities. So some of the classes are not conducted in a big lecture hall, but instead in a cubes like this that we call a modular class, that students can have discussion and move their tables as they like. So it's a very welcoming environment, very warm conversation that students can discuss with their lecturers and friends. And then the next one is the introduction about Department of Chemical Engineering. The head of department is Dr. Ngo, or Professor Dr. Ngo. Okay, recently promoted Professor Dr. Ngo Ge Cheng. Okay, for the Department of Chemical Engineering. Okay, highlights or points: exclusiveness of the chemical engineering program in Faculty of Engineering. Is the first chemical engineering department in Malaysia. This it was established in 1972. It's a world ranking chemical engineering QS world ranking top 100. Of course, accredited up to master level by Institute of Chemical Engineering UK, and then accredited by the EAC, and then curriculum benchmarking with top-notch university like the Imperial College, NUS, and University of Minnesota. Academic staff with industrial experience and research, and academic staff advisory systems. Okay, so here are some photos from student activities in Department of Chemical Engineering, student industrial visit. Okay, this is what I have mentioned just now. The exposure to the industry is very important, where you have an industrial visit in Top Glove in 2019 by the students, okay, from chemical engineering. And then industrial visit to Indah Water, okay, regarding the maybe water quality analysis over here. And then visit to Sandabi Oil's refinery in Langat. And then visit to Petron Malaysia Refining and Marketing in I think mostly perhaps in Kuala Lumpur. Okay, and then visit to Ajinomoto. Okay, community program with Sekolah Kebangsaan Bukit Jelutong. And then okay, Department of Chemical Engineering have close relation with Society of Petroleum Engineers, and then industrial engagement, where we have industry to come to the faculty to deliver talks and open booths to introduce their companies to the student for giving exposure and knowledge. Okay. And then annually they are conducting a regional symposium on chemical engineering, which this time was conducted at the Armada Hotel PJ in 2019. Okay, so it is important. Okay, from these photos, you understand that it is important that not only we are stressing on the curriculum, but we are also building or designing these students and engaging them, with industry, with real industry, real engineering activities that industry are doing, so that we have built connection, with the industry and the students and lecturers, so that the students not only they have a strong um, fundamental, but also they will have a good idea in the industry what are the process done, what they are doing. So by having this kind of students, we are creating excellent student that not only strong in the term of technology, but also in term of knowledge in their next pursue. Okay. Finally, the Department of Mechanical Engineering, our head of department, Associate Professor Datin Engineer Dr. Bushra binti Abdul Razak, is heading the department now. Okay, general structure of the program, we have university courses, faculty courses, and program core courses, which you can see is consisting, a large portion of the credit hour. Okay, so in the field of mechanical engineering program, we have the solid mechanics, material engineering field, automation and control category, in energy engineering, manufacturing, fluids, and design, which is my field. Okay, so all of the subjects are consisting or associated with these categories. Okay, most of them. Okay, in terms of design, human factor design, machine design, reverse engineering technologies, in terms of fluid mechanics, fluid solid interaction, fluid dynamics, in the term of manufacturing engineering, joining technology, precision engineering, management, and so on. And then in terms of automation and control, we have the instrumentation subjects, we have the automation, industrial robots. Okay, in terms of material, okay, we're looking into the material, microscopic level of the material, corrosion, polymer, and so on. In terms of solid mechanics, we have the vibration, computational mechanics, and etc. Okay, so the basic or the strength of these points in the Department of Mechanical Engineering covers about these four elements: the element of manufacturing, the element of materials, the element of energy, and product design. So so in the final year, okay, this is the highlight in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. In the final year, we will have specialization. In the final year, our students will be will be need to take these 4 categories of subjects, so that the intention, so that we are able to design students specializing in certain subjects in these fields. Okay? And additional professional affiliation or membership regarding our academic staff, all are registered with Board of Engineers Malaysia, 30% with Professor Engineer membership, professional engineer, okay, and then 30% is with Chartered Engineer UK, okay. Okay, highlight some of the activities in our department. Okay, we have a strong industry engagement, especially with Top Glove, Daikin, NXP, Semiconductor, several automotive companies, and Intel. Okay, and then student activities, we have student chapter with Institute of Mechanical Engineering, student chapter, IMECI, and then ASHRE, we have student chapter where we engage students with various competition and activities. So this slide I have explained previously. Okay, the benefits of Washington Accord. Okay, so when our program is we claim accredited, means that is at par with national level. So that means our program is recognized internationally, meaning when you graduate from the program with accredited program, you are recognized globally, internationally, in other countries, in the whole, all over the world. Okay, so it's in the case either you want to work, you can claim that it is Washington Accord signatory. Okay, and if you want to pursue further studies in master or PhD, it is well known. Okay, our program in the Faculty of Engineering is a signatory of Washington Accord, and therefore it is accepted by them. It will be accepted by them. Okay, it's either in the case of further study or employment. Okay. So in the fourth category, fourth item, okay, I will explain about the engineering experience NUM graduate statistic. Okay, in the recent years, okay, we have graduate on time statistic improve. This is due to we have improved our system. We have improved our academic advisor system. We catch on those students who are a little bit lag behind, to help them, to assist them, and we take note of them and what we can do to assist them so that they can graduate on time. Okay. Consequently, our first class statistic has also improved in the recent years. Okay, the programs, okay, the student activities, okay, in the Faculty of Engineering involves a lot of student competition, like the Shell Eco Marathon, Concrete Canoe Design Competition, Makeathon, and so on. Okay, you does not need to be in certain department, okay, to join this activity. You can be in different department. For example, concrete canoe design is from civil engineering. You can be from mechanical to join them, so that you can think from the aspect of mechanical engineering. And also you don't need to join all. It's not compulsory. We just provide you opportunities. So it's up to you whether you want to join or not. But of course, the benefits of participating in this competition is actually to the student themselves. By participating, by joining these competition or activities, it would develop, yourself in terms of soft skill and also technical skills that you could apply from what you learn in the class. Okay, and then we have a lot in terms of design. We have a lot of workshop, coursework, and society activities, so that we could create a strong design elements in the students. And then not to mention, except this year we consider as an exception because of the pandemic. Okay, but before this, since I joined the university in 2015, I also has engaged in mobility activities to arrange students for inbound, and we also for outbound, and we also receive inbound. We receive students from foreign countries to engage with our students, and we also send students to Korea, to Hong Kong, to Japan, and to Thailand for various mobility or exchange activity, with the hope that the pandemic will end. I'm not sure whether it's soon or not soon, but in the future, I have a plan in mobility programs with Japan and UK for the future. Okay, in terms of student empowerment, okay, we receive awards from several industries like UEM and Professional Bodies Awards, Royal Awards, and undergraduate research fellowships. These awards are actually due to the student participation themselves in competition, and of course their academic achievements. So by having this program, is actually mold the students so that they can become someone that based on our curriculum that we have designed, we have benchmarked with top universities. We benchmark means that we learn how these top universities in the Western, in the Eastern, in Japan, in Australia, in the UK, in the USA, we see how these curriculum are designed to create a good students based on that one, and is actually forecasting what are the future skills that are essential for students, so that we include those skills in our program to create these students that we can see currently being awarded in these great awards. Okay, and then we co-organizing events, working together with faculty to organize events for this one. Students organizing events. Okay, so based on activities that they choose. Okay, in the end, in the final, when they graduates, it's actually we conduct. Okay, this is I think recent activities in 2018. We started to conduct career fairs in the faculty. Okay, so we invite industry to open booths. A lot of industry, about 40 or 50 booths of the industry were open, and students could visit the booth so that they could open the opportunities for career for the final year student mainly. And these activities has gathers attention from the industry because it was not done before. And I receive feedbacks from the industry that they really like these activities. They could know students so that they could plan for their employment in the future. Okay, in terms of student councils, okay, we have activities, okay. The Student Malaysia SPE chapter, student chapter, Chemical Engineering Undergraduate Club, Ashrai, Biomedical Engineering Student Club, Institute of Mechanical Engineer, IMECI, ACUM, and IEE Student UM. So these students council do activities in the university, so that they also like this, okay, Toastmaster workshop, barbecue night, industrial talk and industrial visit, student lecturers meeting, career fest, and so
Kau pergi
on.
masuk dulu lah, buka pintu. Nanti aku ulang dia.
And then an introduction about undergraduate research, okay, that I have mentioned just now. We always work so that undergraduate students could sorry, it's a voice.
Buat masak apa?
Okay.
Tak pernah.
Okay.
Aris Malik, please unmute. Please mute.
Okay, undergraduate student research, we always work so that these projects could be conducted together with the industry, so that students have the direct exposure. What are the projects, what are the activity conducted in the industry, and how they can help to solve those industrial problems where we had these industry relevant research projects. And these are an example of the research output from that projects. Okay. And then in terms of the mobility activities that I mentioned just now, we have been active in terms of mobility. We had inbound, okay, from the US and from the neighboring countries, from Japan, from Indonesia, and inbound from the, here is some of the UK, okay, UK countries, Europe, China, India, Pakistan, and so on, okay. Okay, some of activities here: evidence-based approach fieldwork summer in Minamata, Japan. Okay, these are outbound, okay, outbound of our student visit to Japan, and then Vietnam fieldwork and Hong Kong. So these are example of the photos from our student activities for outbound. Society engagement. Okay, so not only that we do our research in the fundamental ways, but we also engage. We also do research that associated with society engagement, like scoliosis. Here for the measurement of scoliosis in scoliosis patients, and then we have here the design of wudu device, okay, or wudu place for easiness, okay, to take wudu for the elder people or the OKU people. Okay, in terms of facilities, these are the photos shown of the recently upgraded facilities actually. in terms of the learning space we have here and our lecture hall, and these are the what we call the cubes or the small class up to I think 30 students or 40 students where we can have discussion and movement and activities in the class. And then we have these high impact laboratories, electrical laboratories, and automotive research laboratories, ergonomic research, and so on. Okay. So the future prospect, the road ahead for all of you students. Okay. Lifelong learning, the path that lies ahead is a lifelong learning. The economy is continuously evolving. So you need to learn, to constantly learning, and academia is a place to learn, to do research, and to equip yourself, not only in terms of technical, but our program also focus on the aspect of soft skills, the teamwork, the presentation, the communication, problem solving, problem identification. So all these processes are embedded in all of programs in the Faculty of Engineering. So where do you start? The only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. So let's work together in terms of the lecturer, the Faculty of Engineering. We always work hard for the learning of our students so that we can create a human force that are ready for the future. And at the same time, in terms of our curriculum, we always keep improving them in the most latest possible, so that we want to create the students, the human, the workforce that are always relevant to the market, to the world. With that, I thank you for your attention, for your listening to my introduction about our faculty. And I want to welcome all the students in the college to join us. Please join us. Thank you. That's all from me. I return back to Mr.
Thank you, Dr. Riza. Okay, thank you so much. If you can stop sharing, okay, good, okay. Jadi saya akan buka sesi ni lah, the last 5 to 10 minutes untuk kita entertain any questions from the students. Kalau ada apa-apa soalan daripada adik-adik atau daripada cikgu sendiri. Jadi hari ini memang kita fokus more kepada engineering lah. Jadi kalau kita tengok kat situ, a lot of exciting news updates from Dr. Riza tadi. Jadi kita boleh ambil peluang ni lah kalau nak bertanya soalan. Jadi boleh share lah. Jadi saya akan sambung. Okay, sekejap. Mungkin saya akan tutup kat sini. Jadi, okay. Jadi kalau boleh ada apa-apa soalan, mungkin saya buka pada soalan daripada adik-adik atau daripada cikgu sendiri.
Daripada saya tak ada, tapi saya nampak tadi jelaslah penerangan daripada doktor. Terima kasih doktor. Dan saya harap ada soalan daripada para pelajar. So mungkin ada pelajar yang terlewat masuk tadi, ada bertanya juga jurusan lain, kos pendidikan, tapi saya akan bagi penerangan lah kepada pelajar tersebut.
Boleh. Kalau nak tanya dekat sekarang pun boleh. Kita sebab itu kita ada engineering dan kami di marketing ni we are supposed to be the generalist lah. We should be able to answer all the other subjects.
Baik, ada tadi Syafi'i ada soalan, boleh tanya direct lah. Jurusan apa yang minat tadi? Ada Syafi'i?
Saya nak tanya detail untuk course education.
Okay. Education ni. Specific education tu apa subjek education ni? Kalau kita tengok kat sini.
Kalau education, yang ni education. Sekejap.
Okay. ada akademi, pengajian pusat sukan, okey, bina farmasi, kejuruteraan, kegiatan perubatan, sains. Okey. Okey. Kalau di education kita cuma ada 3 program ni saja. Ke ada spesifik program lain yang di luar daripada UM? Boleh juga kita bantu kalau ada.
Kalau macam education dalam course matematik.
Okey. Okay, I think I know where you are heading lah. Saya rasa saya faham apa yang ke mana awak nak pergi sebenarnya ni. Okey, dia gini adik. Okey. Siapa nama tadi? Syafi'i? Syafi'i Okey. Adik kena faham, okey, ada 2 laluan dalam sarjana muda selepas matrik ni. Adik kena buat pilihan yang sangat, kalau if this is what you are thinking lah, kalau if I'm wrong then you let me know. Kalau adik berfikir bahawa I want to take up education because I want to be a lecturer. Is it what you want? Or I want to become a teacher. Which one do you want to be?
Hello, Syafi'i.
Okay.
Saya rasa dia nak pergi ke ramai pelajar kita, dia cerita nak jadi pensyarah. So dia punya saluran mungkin ke pendidikan.
Yang itulah kena betul. Macam saya kata kita kena rectify the mistake from here.
Yes.
Jadi kalau adik nak bercita-cita untuk ambil pendidikan kemudian jadi pensyarah, itu adalah tindakan yang salah. Okey, tindakan yang salah. You do not take up educational degree to become a lecturer. No. If you do that, then you become teacher. Adik ambil sarjana muda, contoh, adik ambil sarjana muda pendidikan bahasa Inggeris atau adik ambil sarjana muda matematik, pendidikan matematik untuk mengajar matematik. Selepas adik ambil, yang ada di Malaysia ni yang tawarkan program itu adalah UPSI. Okay, adik ambil di UPSI, habis je graduate, mungkin tak sempat nak pergi konvo pun. Kementerian Pendidikan akan hantar surat, anda diminta melapor diri di sekolah menengah sekian-sekian mengajar matematik. Habislah, mengajarlah matematik kat sana. So bila kita dah mengajar kat sana dan kebetulan contoh dihantar pula dekat sekolah menengah mana kalau kat Pontian apa sekolah menengah higher kat situ dihantar pula dekat Pontian. Kat situ pula adik the only cikgu matematik. Kita nak minta cuti nak sambung belajar memang tak boleh dah. Mungkin 4, 5, 6 tahun, 7 tahun. Tunggu ada orang ganti baru kita boleh dapat peluang untuk ambil cuti dan sambung belajar buat master, kemudian sambung belajar lagi buat PhD, barulah boleh jadi pensyarah dan kena keluar daripada Kementerian Pendidikan, tukar majikan, mohon ke universiti, habis perkhidmatan tu tamat di situ. Jadi kena faham untuk jadi pensyarah laluan dia berbeza. Pensyarah ni adik kena ambil apa-apa bidang yang mana adik kena pastikan mencapai tahap pendidikan yang paling minimal untuk seorang pensyarah adalah sarjana ataupun PhD lah. Kalau di UM ni kita hanya terima kalau dah ada PhD. Jadi kalau tak, setelah sarjana boleh memohon untuk skim latihan dan dihantar untuk buat PhD, jadi akan dapat kontrak. Dapat je PhD nanti barulah boleh dipertimbangkan untuk dilantik sebagai pensyarah tetap dan sebagainya. Tapi apa-apa bidang. Contoh adik ambil tadi minat matematik. Adik ambil sarjana sains matematik. Daripada sarjana sains matematik, then you take up masters. From that masters you take up PhD. Then you become a doctor in mathematics. Then you'll be a lecturer in any university lah. You boleh masuk ke UM, you boleh masuk ke mana-mana universiti awam yang lain atau universiti swasta atau boleh you can even teach. Saya ada seorang sahabat yang bersama-sama saya, kalau saya boleh share gambar maybe later lah, yang berada bersama-sama saya di Birmingham sekarang ini menjadi seorang profesor, anak Malaysia, anak Melayu, menjadi seorang profesor di Queen's University di Australia. Sahabat serumah dengan saya. Jadi boleh bayangkan bagaimana pengajian dia dengan pendidikan dia tu, dia boleh mengajar dan menjadi profesor di universiti luar, di Universiti Queensland di Australia. Jadi itu laluan pensyarah, bukan laluan pendidikan. Kalau adik ambil laluan sarjana muda pendidikan, adik akan menjadi seorang guru di bawah Kementerian Pendidikan. Sebab itu kalau tengok kat sini ada program-program pendidikan ini, mana program ini terikat dengan kontrak. Adik kena ditawarkan kontrak dan kena berkhidmat di sekolah tu. Jadi bila berkhidmat di sekolah tu dan terikat dengan kekangan kerja, nak sambung masters, you have to do it on your own time. Kalau nak jadi pensyarah, kena ambil sarjana muda dan teruskan sarjana muda, masters dan PhD. Then you will be eligible to become a lecturer atau pensyarah. Okay? Rasa clear Ada soalan lain?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ada soalan dekat chat tadi.
Chat saya cuba check dekat chat. Okay.
Encik Mahdi, ada satu soalan private lah ni, dia tanya saya. Adakah UM ada menyediakan scholarship untuk para pelajar?
Okey, kita bercerita tentang scholarship ni sebenarnya lebih baik lah kalau kita bercerita tentang the whole model of higher education system. Saya nak adik-adik faham. Di Malaysia ni, the whole model of higher education system ni dia simple je. It's built on the what we call the government subsidy scheme under PTPTN. Jadi kalau adik terpilih dalam program mana-mana di bawah 20 universiti awam ini, then it is considered in that sense lah, you are being supported sama ada melalui PTPTN atau melalui dana JPA atau MARA tertakluk kepada pencapaian akademik kita. Dan apa yang you bayar untuk fees tersebut, kalau ada tengok kat sini kan, misal contoh sarjana muda engineering ni, dia punya fees dia tak sampai RM9,000 untuk 4 tahun. Jadi in actual cost, dari segi model business, it does not even cover the basic cost of running a program for 1 month. Dia tak boleh capai pun, tapi sebab dia adalah subsidized program. Bagi contoh yang kedua, kalau di Universiti Melaya kita ada sarjana muda pembedahan dan perubatan, yang mana the total cost yuran yang dibayar oleh pelajar-pelajar di bawah UPU ni, bila dia layak ditawarkan dan masuk, dia cuma bayar RM15,000 untuk pengajian selama 5 tahun. RM15,000 untuk 5 tahun itu hanya untuk mampu, ataupun kita kata kalau kita nak convert bayar allowance untuk sebulan seorang pensyarah. Sebulan. Tapi kita kena jaga dia untuk 5 tahun. Jadi the actual cost of running the program medik dan engineering ni, it could be in the region of 80,000 per year untuk engineering and 150,000 for 5 years for medical. But the government have subsidized that in the form of PTPTN dan juga yuran yang dibayar melalui PTPTN atau JPA atau MARA dan sebagainya. Jadi itulah konsep the scholarship of higher education yang kita ada di Malaysia sekarang ni. Jadi adik-adik kena pastikan dapat laluan itu melalui sistem UPU ni. Bila dapat laluan melalui sistem UPU ni, it's actually considered as a very discounted subsidized fees for Malaysian student, yang mana tak dapat pada pelajar-pelajar lain. Pelajar engineering di Universiti Melaya, contoh yang saya cakap tadi yang dapat bayar cuma RM9,000 untuk 4 tahun tu, dia akan duduk sekelas dengan pelajar antarabangsa yang memohon daripada negara dia dan berada di dalam satu kelas, dan pelajar antarabangsa itu membayar sebanyak $40,000. Jadi boleh bayangkan dia punya nilai itu. Dan itu juga berlaku kepada kita. Kalau adik-adik kita yang pergi belajar ke luar negara, di UK, di US, di Europe dan sebagainya, mereka terpaksa membayar harga penuh program itu. Tapi di Malaysia, Universiti Melaya dan mana-mana universiti awam masih lagi mengekalkan cara yuran atau yuran yang dikenakan ini berdasarkan yuran yang telah disubsidi oleh kerajaan dengan begitu tinggi nilainya. Jadi yang penting dapatkan offer tu bila masuk. Dan itu satu cerita lah. Cerita yang kedua, of course, bila kita cerita contoh, adik dapat masuk dan dapat satu surat tawaran daripada universiti yang nombor 1 di Malaysia. Lepas tu ada satu lagi tawaran yang daripada universiti swasta mungkin yang tidak ada ranking pun di Malaysia, ataupun ada ranking tapi dia bukan dalam ranking dunia. Jadi adik pergi ke satu-satu sponsor agent. Contoh pergi ke MARA. Saya ada tawaran dengan ni, saya ada tawaran dengan ni. Agak-agak yang mana yang dia akan tanja? Tentulah dia akan tanja kepada universiti yang bereputasi tinggi. Sebab tu pastikan tawaran yang kita peroleh itu daripada universiti bereputasi tinggi. Dan sekarang ni memang major sponsors pun they are looking at top universities in Malaysia because they know the quality of the teaching that we provide. That's why they are very confident. Okay, kita hantar pelajar kita because langkah penjimatan kerajaan, semakin ramai pelajar daripada tajaan JPA dan MARA ditawarkan untuk buat pengajian di Universiti Melaya. Jadi itu maksudnya. Tapi kalau Universiti Melaya specific as a scholarship, I don't think we can even afford. That 9,000 does not even cover the cost. Adik-adik okay. Harap dapat menjawab soalan adik. Okay saya pun tak dapat akses kotak komen ni. Kejap
Soalan daripada YouTube tu.
Soalan daripada YouTube. Okey. Okey, what is the most okay, saya tengok kat sini. Saya tengok soalan dekat chat ni. Saya tengok dulu. What is the most popular engineering today? Yang ni kena tanya Dr. Rida lah. Dr. Rida mungkin boleh jawab.
Dia yang paling popular tu tak ada yang sebenarnya. Actually kita kena tengok if you see kita kena tengok market. Okay. So market kita apa yang sebenarnya? Market kita yang telah kerajaan dah tekankan kita ke arah IR 4.0 dan elemen-elemen ni telah dipraktiskan di negara-negara maju seperti Jepun, Jerman dan Amerika Syarikat, UK. So kalau kita tengok elemen IR 4.0 ni is element of big data, is an element of Internet of Things, is an element of automation, robots. So kalau kita tengok elemen-elemen ni semua ada termasuk dalam kategori mechanical, electrical, information technology, biomedical, semuanya ada yang sebenarnya. So saya tak ada kecenderungan untuk cakap mana satu popular. Is in the yang popularnya sekarang ialah ability for you to have skill of big data analysis. So this covers in all of the engineering aspect, dan selagi kita ada up to date dalam elemen-elemen ni yang dalam Fakulti Kejuruteraan Universiti Melayu kita dah ubah kita punya kurikulum supaya mengandungi semua elemen ni.
Okey, terima kasih doktor. Jadi sebenarnya itu jawapan yang selamat daripada doktor. Tapi kalau tanya orang marketing kita ada jawapan yang sebenarnya jawapan tu ada pada adik-adik. What is the most popular engineering program today? The doktor bercerita tentang the Internet of Things, the future, cause of tomorrow. Actually, they are waiting for your input because you will be the next generation of engineers that will have to think. Because engineers is about problem solving. You solve the problem of today for the future. Jadi kemungkinan besar nanti bila adik masuk, adik boleh bagi input. You are the one that will probably come up with a new technological engineering development. Mungkin ada crossbreed antara biomedical. Who would have imagined that one day, if you think about engineering that one day engineering you can even put a chip in the person that people do not have to carry mobile phone. Kalau nak bercakap tu letak tangan je kat pipi kan, boleh bercakap dah. Kalau nak call ke, nak kira ke, I mean you do not even have a gadget. You just put it in your body. You nak scan a person, you just walk in. Macam sekarang ni kita kena tunduk hormat setiap kali kita masuk ke stesen minyak kan dekat temperature tu. Imagine you can just scan yourself in the airport, you don't even have to carry anything, just go past and then all the details about you are recorded. Then you are the one that will develop that technology. It could be a crossbreed between mechanical, it could be a crossbreed between IT, between anthropology because they are looking at your database, your background, your history and so on. Okay, ada soalan daripada YouTube tu tentang MUET. MUET, what are the requirement for MUET? Jadi sebenarnya untuk engineering ni sebenarnya dia letakkan MUET kalau mengikut syarat ni memang MUET band 3 lah. Jadi kalau tak layak sebelum dan sebelum tamat pengajian memang kena capai lah that MUET band 3 tu. Tapi biasanya kita tengok macam sekarang ni di Malaysia MUET on demand is always available. Kalau you tak boleh attend MUET physically pun you can do MUET online. Then you can use that result lah. Jadi whatever possibility memang biasanya kementerian pun dia akan galakkan atau pastikan pelajar ni dapat MUET sebelum mereka ditawarkan di UU lah. Kalau tak dapat nanti dia akan masuk sebagai syarat untuk graduate lah. Sebelum habis grad tu, kalau MUET band 3 ni, kalau masuk ke engineering, saya rasa tak sampai satu semester boleh cecah dah band 4, band 5. But you have to communicate in English all the time because you're talking about in your classroom. In your classroom you have international students.
Yes, all the classes in our faculty are conducted in English because 10% of the students are international student.
Itu nasib baik kerajaan letak 10% tu. Kalau kerajaan bagi boleh 10-20% rasa then you have gonna have more. The reason why we have a limit because as you say because this Universiti Melayu is a government university. Memang kita nak kalau boleh places for the classes or for the courses is meant for Malaysian lah. So that's why we want, if you want, we can maybe take 10 Malaysian only, and then we sell the rest 100 places to the international, but then we become the profit making so we are not that. So that's why kita masih kekalkan that 90%, 85% of the places for Malaysian, but 15% of them would be international to enable you, and the whole teaching, the whole assessment, the whole delivery of the lab work will be done in English, and I'm very sure within the first semester, 2 semesters you'll be able to actually come up to the level of the competency required for your communication later lah, for work and so on lah. Jadi ada lagi soalan saya tengok kat sini, what is the modern engineering? Okey dah. Apakah perbezaan antara computer science dengan artificial intelligence atau kedua-dua ini sama? Okay, computer science is the kumpulan ataupun kita panggil field of study. It's a science, computer science. But dalam computer science tu ada pelbagai penjurusan, specialization. Jadi itu yang specialization antara tadi saya sebut tadi network, Kemudian ada software engineering, ada AI, itu adalah specialization. Dia akan gunakan kita panggil different approach dalam untuk selesaikan masalah tersebut. Tapi dia masih di bawah kelompok computer science. So when you graduate, you can claim yourself or you can put yourself as a computer scientist. That's why computer science. Kalau macam engineers, they will put IR. Kan? When they receive the professional accreditation, they will designate themselves as IR, engineer, and so on. Okay. Sis nak tanya apa course engineering yang ditawarkan di UM. So tadi kita dah tunjuk di engineering di UM kita ada civil engineering, kita ada mechanical engineering, kita ada chemical engineering, kita ada biomedical engineering, dan electrical and electric engineering. Okay. Nak tanya di APT Malaysia ini kat mana boleh belajar kursus engineering technology. Okay. Yang ni dia is a controversial issue tapi kita kena address isu ni. Sebab kalau adik-adik perasan tadi doktor ada share, Dr. Rizal ada share tadi the difference between technician and engineers. Technician they execute, they implement. Engineers they design. Okay, they innovate, they design, they create. Jadi there are differences. Kita tak undermine each other, kita tak kata bahawa traditional lebih rendah, traditional engineering lebih tinggi. Both of them complement each other, but they has a specialization. Jadi kalau di Malaysia, if you learn if you take up engineering technology and you become technologists, you do not become engineers, you become technologists. You will never be able to be accredited as an engineer. You can only be accredited as key technology specialist. That's why ada sekarang ni satu TS. So that's jadi kita tak boleh kata TS ni lebih rendah daripada they are their own specialization. Tapi kalau di UM ni kita fokus kepada engineering. So we do not offer technologies because it's already under MTUN lah, Malaysian Technology University Network. Jadi kita ada beberapa universiti yang tawarkan program yang berbentuk engineering teknologi ni. Okay, peralatan praktikal di UM untuk engineering setiap up to date ke? Okay. Yang ni doktor kena jawab, dia kata peralatan up to date ke? Mungkin doktor boleh komen?
Okay. Kita di universiti yang tertua di Malaysia. Okay. Saya take note, actually in the recent survey since 2018, ada peralatan kita yang dah lama. Tapi since 2018, bila kita offer international program, kita ambil yuran yang mahal dari calon-calon pelajar, dari pelajar-pelajar antarabangsa. Kita ambil just now that Encik Mahdi cakap kita ambil $40,000. That portion of that fees goes into the faculty so that we update the facilities, the practical, the experiment, in terms of experiment. So in that items or the facility for laboratories, we have updated in the first phase, and we are in the plan to update in the second phase. In terms of lecture halls, the facilities, dalam gambar tadi kita dah tengok kan, those are the updated lecture hall, the cubes yang kita dah perbarui. Pada masa sekarang ni, first stage memang kita dah barukan, dan kita akan tengok untuk the second phase. Daripada yuran yang mahal ni kita akan barukan lagi dan tambahkan lagi untuk keselesaan pelajar-pelajar kita.
Terima kasih doktor. Jadi itu untuk menjawab. Jadi kalau tanya kenapa UM punya bangunan nampak buruk, UM punya bangunan memang tak boleh diubah. Walaupun kita ada duit berjuta, kita tak boleh nak upgrade dia jadi bangunan baru kerana kebanyakan bangunan Universiti Melayu ni adalah bangunan bersejarah yang telah dikategorikan sebagai bangunan terlindung. Termasuklah kalau kita tengok Fakulti Kejuruteraan tu, bangunan tu kenapa macam simen tak siap. But it's actually an iconic and history yang mana kita kekalkan untuk kekalkan identiti. But you'll be surprised bila you masuk dalam. Masuk dalam tu baru nampak bagaimana suasana cube dengan very colourful, mobile, flexible learning. Kita panggil flip classroom. Adik boleh bertukar, hari ni cikgu mengajar kat depan kan, besok pagi pula you will be presenting in the front, and then you rearrange the chair, it become a forum style, it become a debate style. Then it's all possible because it's no longer a fixed classroom as it used to be in years ago. Okay, adakah UM provide data science course? Okay, yang ni kita dah jawab juga tadi dalam senarai antara program di bawah Fakulti Sains Komputer. So ada 5 program bawah Sains Komputer, salah satunya adalah data science. Itu adalah program baru dan kita ada tawarkan program ini. Dan syarat masuknya masih sama 3.0 dan ke atas. Okay. Kalau ada apa-apa lagi soalannya terus, sebab saya tengok tak ada lagi dah masuk dalam komen ni. Okey, ada satu lagi kat sini gambar. Okey, kita akan ambil gambar. Jadi saya akan tutup sharing. Jadi kalau adik-adik nak masuk dalam gambar ni, sebab nanti kita akan kita akan post dekat kita punya social media, Instagram dan sebagainya. Jadi adik boleh switch on your gambar ataupun your picture. Take a group picture lah. Okey. Nanti mungkin kita akan 30 second lah. Okay, kalau adik-adik boleh bersedia untuk tunjuk muka dan kita boleh gambar bersama-sama. Okay. Yes. Yes, thank you so much Siachun, admin. Okay, Faris Malik. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, we all welcome one day that you will be joining us lah.
Terima kasih UM.
Sama. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, kita akan ambil gambar. 1,
Tunjuk best.
2. Okay, thank you. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, terima kasih. Terima kasih kepada semua. Jadi we will share this nanti kita punya, kalau kita ada rakaman kita akan share rakaman ni. Kalau tak dan sebenarnya macam saya sebut tadi, hari ini kita bawa engineering saja. Tapi kalau adik-adik perlukan maklumat lanjut tentang program-program lain, contoh medik, contoh farmasi, contoh sciences. Jadi kita ada recorded webinar from those lecturers, from those deans, deputy deans. Jadi nanti boleh whenever at your free time use that link. Kita akan bagi pada cikgu nanti link-link tu. Jadi cikgu boleh pass pada adik-adik yang nak dengar pasal medik. Okey, ini daripada dekan medik. Yang nak dengar daripada science, ini daripada HOD science. Kita ada series of them that we compile over the last few months, because we know pandemic is not helping, is not going away anytime soon. Jadi kita dah sediakan awal-awal untuk adik-adik at your free time. Bila dah rasa stres sangat exam tu kan, jadi just nak give motivation tu, then you can always listen to any of our or watch any of our videos. So with that note, I would like to thank Puan Nur Azhar, Dr. Rida from the Faculty of Engineering, and my colleagues from MRC, and all the students who have been very patient and attentive to the presentation that we had today. And we look forward to see all of you, and we are very glad that 6 of your former students have joined UM, and we hope that more of them will join UM. Never think that this is a difficult place to enter. Okay, UM is for everyone, for Malaysian. So that's why we welcome all of you to come and take a spot within our journey to be the top in the world. So we want you to be a part of our community. So Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and thank you so much. And